Everyone, welcome to the show. So it's happening. It is finally happening. The demise of Donald Trump's stock, his social media company is at hand. The stock is tanking hard. So when the market closed on Friday, the DJT stock had hit a 1 year low again, another new low. I keep telling you guys it's at a new low. Happened again on Friday. It was $19.33. So today it plunged to a new 52-week low of $17.72. So pathetic. This is the first time it has been this low again in a year, and pretty much since the beginning of when it went public, or not pretty much, absolutely since it went public. But this entire year, it hasn't gone below until the last few weeks, like the $22 mark. And once again, I had to keep taking new screenshots because the value kept dropping every few minutes today. And there are a couple reasons why this is happening and why Trump supporters should be really terrified right now if they hold this worthless stock. Although they're never going to see or hear any of these facts in their right-wing news bubbles, so they're probably doomed. Oh well. So here's the deal. Last week, a judge ruled in favor of some major DJT stockholders. The judge is allowing them to ditch $18 million worth of company stock as soon as their lockup period ends, which is on September 19th. So Truth Social attorneys were trying to block this. They were trying to block this sale with an injunction. And they argued that, if we allow them to sell this many shares, it's going to cause irreparable harm to Trump media. So one of the plaintiff's attorneys told the judge, preventing my client from selling his shares would amount to a, quote, impermissible asset freeze under Florida law. And the attorney noted that Trump media recently issued 37 million new shares. So that stock is going to hit the market soon. So it's kind of difficult for them to argue against stock sales when they are personally undermining the value by continually issuing new shares. Because as I've mentioned before, every time they issue new shares, which you guys probably know this because you guys are smart, it dilutes the stock value. So a Florida judge ruled on Friday last week that the plaintiffs can sell their shares as soon as their lockup period expires. So the stock is currently owned by two limited liability corporations. One is known as ARC Global Investments, LLC, and then the other is United Atlantic Ventures, LLC. And I would imagine they want out as soon as possible because, as I've mentioned before, Trump's lockup period ends this month. So their lockup expires this month, his lockup expires this month, and Trump could ask the board even. He could ask Trump media board members to allow him to sell his shares even before that official expiration date. So if he does that, that is going to be like a red flag, red alert. Someone ring the bat phone because he is running. So here we go. This month is going to be very interesting. Trump is scheduled, as you guys might remember, for a September 18th sentencing. That's for his 34 felony counts, for his 34 felony convictions. So that will undoubtedly affect Trump's stock. And 2 days after that, September 20th, that will be the first day that these unlocked shares can be sold. So if Trump is sentenced to prison, we can expect, massive dump of shares and a sell-off and everything to plummet. And I would expect him to dump his shares too. And I would expect him to hop on the first flight to Venezuela if he actually is sent to prison. So we'll see. He has now asked a New York court to halt that sentencing. He's asked them to move the case to federal court. And then ultimately, Trump is hoping to have his conviction overturned. He's basing this on the Supreme Court's insane presidential immunity ruling, which unlikely this is going to happen. But either way, this month is going to be eventful. Absolutely. We might get our October surprise early. Wouldn't that be fun? And, you have to wonder too, are any of these MAGA men and women finally going to wake up? Or if they lose money, if they lose their entire life savings betting on this fool's stock, which we warned them, we've been warning them for years, the guy's a loser. He's not a good businessman. His daddy gave him over $400 million. So that's really where his business acumen begins and ends, is getting his daddy to bail his ass out. Are they going to finally go, okay, maybe these people had a point. Maybe I shouldn't have bet my life savings on a guy who has never been able to make a single company profitable and valuable. And they look at all of his properties and I'm sure they think, oh, well, see, he is successful. No, he's completely over leveraged. I've shared with all of you guys how much he owes on all of these properties he has. They are way over leveraged. And, and then all the other properties just had his name on it. It wasn't his property. There's so many hotels and different properties around the world with his name on them, which he just leases out his name. And then even then, some of them have pulled his name down because they don't want to be associated with him. So anyway, very interesting month to come. So I'll keep you guys posted. I will definitely keep an eye on this stock price, but yeah, fun stuff. All right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe if you have not. Let's get to 200,000 now. That's the next goal. Let's see if we can do it by the end of the year. I know, being ambitious. It's one of those years. Anyway, all right. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.